again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my beautiful and delicious and juicy little beans out there, okay? So I've left my lights on because I needed to check them, okay? Because at the end of the day, we do not want to have anything that's going to be done. Do you see what I mean? So let me just start off from where I left off. So yes, I wish to talk about this business where they wanted everybody's saliva. Okay? Now then, why would somebody be so desperate? Please spare a thought for this. Your old noddle. Why? Sorry. Gotta put my lip gloss on. Okay? Why? Please and thank you. Why would they want everybody's saliva? Okay? So one must ask themselves that question. Do you see? Because if you look at this in reality, let's just look at this in reality, shall we? And I'm not an expert, so I cannot stand that word because nobody's an expert. We're all learning, we're all still evolving. So therefore, nobody's an expert. So really, that word should not even be in the dictionary. But anyway, whoever it is seemed to have invented blooming words. And we can see this quite clearly in 2022, where new words, new expressions, new phases have all been brought in. So this is telling you, hello, ooga, ooga, ooga. There we go. Thank you, dear spirit. Do you see what they're doing? Right? Now then, here's the thing. Let me get back to the matter in hand. So, anybody can do a pie chart. You know, it's like a round. You can do so much percentage of this, so much percentage of that, you know. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, if you, like I just said earlier on my previous video, if you just go on to DuckDuckGo, type in your blood group and just put what origin, it's going to tell you. Plain and simple. So I'm just trying to teach, okay, which I'm not being nasty. Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I've got nothing against anybody, but they're not willing to teach. They're willing to dictate to you on videos. I've seen many of them, believe you me. And I thought, you know what? I thought you're talking about life that I know from being a young bairn, young child. And you're talking about this and you're preaching about this to others. Do you see what I mean? And God bless them. I mean, they've got loads of followers. I have no issue with that, ever. But you know what I do have an issue with? Is when they're not willing, okay? And this is my issue. Where they're not willing to teach others. That's my issue. So they're quite happy just to chat. If you do not believe me, just go on. You'll see for yourself. But it's what I already know. So it's not, this is nothing new to me. Do you see what I mean? So like at the end of the day, you know, when they're all talking about this, that and the other, I just look and I just smile because I say to myself, you know what? Why do you not just contribute something else to the world apart from take? See, shoulders go up, confirmation. Why do you not just give something else out to the world instead of taking? See, I'm prepared to give, like on all of my readings that I do. And actually, when was it? A few weeks ago, actually. And something come up on my feed, right? I want to tell you about this as well. And something come up on my feed, and it was a man. I'm not going to call him a gentleman because he's not a gentleman. I'm sure that he knows who I am, right? And he made a point of saying, oh, well, you know, any reader who has to mention a card, well, why come out with that? Something not right, is there? Do you see what I mean? It's like he was directing it straight at me because I've looked at other readers, I've scanned it, and I know what's what. Believe you me. See? Confirmation. There we go. Thank you, dear Spirit. And I have scanned it. You see? So I thought, what's your game here? What is it? Because you want to feed people a load of shite. So if he sees me now, good. Hello. Yes, you know who I am, my little lovely. Okay? So do not even go there with me. Do not even go there. Because if you want to challenge me, let's have a challenge, shall we? And let's see what you can do and let's see what I can do, shall we? There we go. Shoulders go up, confirmation. Now, just to let you know as well that I am going to be doing another form of reading. Anyway, because I know a lot over the years, a lot that I do not even show you, but I'm going to teach you because that is what I want to do. That is my wish to do that. To help those of you out there who want to be taught. And right now, I mean, I only started in December. I mean, I'm not getting paid a penny for what I'm doing. And I've actually lost money on my other job, what I'm doing. And it just so happened, it's really quite bizarre this is, that when I started my YouTube, that I was losing money on my other job. But anyway, that's the way life goes. Just got to rock and roll, haven't you? Do you see what I mean? Like I said, good comes out of bad. So, I get confirmation. Do you see? So, I'm prepared to take the rough with the smooth. Do you get me? But I'm also prepared to teach. So I am going to be teaching you something else. It's going to be something so special that nobody else is doing on the internet, which is readers. And I'm not going to say it, because if I say it, then they're going to, do you see what I mean? So I'm very clued up there. There we go. See how the light's gone up? So I'm going to wait. Because God's good. Do you see what I mean? And I'm going to teach you all something different. And this is even man and woman out there who would never normally be into what I do, which is on a spiritual basis. But I'm going to teach you. Okay? Because there's not a lot that I do not know. Candles and all that, yes, I know. Okay, been there, done it, got the t-shirt. Anyway, I'm going to teach you about that as well. And what different candles, and I can say that. What do I mean? I can say that, I am saying that. So different candles and what you can do to manifest and to bring something into you. Okay? So, this is nothing new to me. Do you see? So what you see, this is nothing new. And I've been a reader for years and years and years. And even before I did it professionally, because I did 15 years in admin and management, and do you see what I mean? In fact, my mind has been steered at the present time to go into looking behind the computers. Now, I do not want to go to college because that's just boring. I want to learn it. I want to go behind it. I always remember, a few years ago, I was trying to solve a problem on my laptop. Well, it's not that laptop. It's a different laptop, right? And I was trying to solve a problem, and it took me 3 hours to get there, 3 hours. But I got there because I just twiggled around with it, went away, had a coffee, had something to eat, went back again, and I found the problem. Do you see what I mean? It's a bit like life, isn't it? Sometimes you have to look at it. You have to go away, have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, orange juice, apple juice, have a whole grapefruit like I do, like I've had today, right? And I've also had a banana and an apple, right? Have them a day, keep the doctor away. Do you get me? Right? And then you go back to it, and then you find the source of the problem. So, shoulders go up, confirmation. I go all cold across my shoulders. See, there we go. Thank you, dear spirit. That's how I know. Do you see? So, what I'm saying is, if you want to know about your DNA, do not, going back to that now, do not pay another blooming penny, because they are getting paid the pound, shilling and pence, dollars and change. They're fleecing you. And if you cannot see it, well, ugga, there's something seriously blooming wrong, because they're looking for something in your saliva. And when you flipping wake up and ugga, and you see it, then we're all flipping rocking and rolling. And then when it comes back to you like on an A4 sheet of paper, oh, a little pie chart, oh, you got this, I don't know, I keep getting Scandinavian, right, Scandinavian, whatever you are, right? The fact of the matter is you can do it yourself on DuckDuckGo, type in your blood group, and if you do not know, like I said on the previous video, if you do not know your blood group, just call your doctors. Call a friendly quack, right? And ask them for your blood group, right? And really, by law, hello. Well, these days, what's law and what's not? I happen to have a beautiful little booklet that my beautiful, dear, delicious and wonderful little friend bought for me. Right? Anyway, I do not fear anything. I do not fear a thing. Like when, like when I first met my daughter's father, and because he's such a stickler, it's like he has a superb job. Do you understand what I mean? I mean, he's marvellous, mechanics, anything like that, you know, he'd do anything with my car, anything, do you know what I mean? He's just meticulous like that, very to detail. Do you see what I mean? Wonderful, God bless him. God bless that dear gentleman. But you know something? But he used to like be like, oh, worry. And he used to say to me, well, why do you not worry about anything? And I said, well, what's the point in worrying? Because all it does is make you ill. I'm not going to worry about nothing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to let anything trouble me. Well, why? Because that's what these higher have fed off. They feed off fear. The putrid creatures they are, right? And that's what they're fed off. Everybody worrying about everything. Well, I do not. Well, what's the point in worrying? Because there's nothing you can do about it anyway. And anyway, if there is a worry, you cross that bridge when you come to it. You do not sit there and spend your life worrying, because I've seen it. I swear to dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth, and with one of my dear friends, and you know what? She had a stroke. All through blooming worrying. Because she spent her life blooming worrying. What's the point in that? There's no point. There's nothing you can do, so just get on with it. Roll on. You gotta roll with it. You gotta take your time. That's me. Do you know what I mean? So, what I'm saying to you all is, please just do that and call your doctors now, the friendly quacks. You'll get through to the receptionist. Well, do you know what I mean? Because they're just as flipping dumb as the others. And I'm saying it now. And anyway, I'm not going to have my video taken down anyway. They won't take it down. Because they know that what I'm speaking is the truth, and God loves the truth. And anyway, I've got my beautiful and delicious, beautiful, and I love you all so very, very, very much, my beautiful little subscribers. So at the end of the day, they're not going to trouble me. Because I've just started, I've only got a few, you know. They seem to hit the ones who have a lot. Strange that, isn't it? When somebody has their own opinion that somebody else, or the narrative that somebody else does not like, and then they start targeting them. I'm sorry to have to use that word, dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth, but that's what they do. They target. But you know what I've always said? And like when I was in jewellery for 10 years, you know, and there was this gentleman. Oh, it's so funny, you know. I'm not going to say his name. He's a star. I swear to dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth. And you know, see the lights go up, right? And do you know what he used to say? He used to say, Mia, and it's only a figure of speech, so dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth. He used to say, you can never hit a moving target. Really, really, really true saying that is. You can never hit a moving target. So if you just keep moving, keep on moving, don't stop, no. Okay? Soul to soul. Okay? At the end of the day, you're not going to go wrong, are you? Do you see? And I tell you what, he's a proper wheeler dealer, you know. I mean, I'm talking gold like this. You know, in his, what he used to carry with him, not like a rucksack or anything like that, you know, proper like bag. He used to go like round the pubs and that, and he used to be a proper wheeler dealer. And when I'm talking a proper wheeler dealer, I'm talking you're rocking and rolling. You have got one skilled gentleman there, big time, right? And he'd be buying and selling gold like it's gone out of fashion. Bish, bash, bong, bang, bang, bang. Do you see what I mean? And I put him up actually a few times when I bought my property when I was 23 in a very posh part of Birmingham. Anyway, sold my flat 3 years later. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, I put him up a few times, He's a flipping star, flipping star, banging, banging, banging he was, right? I hope, dear God, Jesus Christ, because I haven't seen him for years, I hope that he's all right, you know what I mean? Anyway, he had a nutty girlfriend as well. Oh my dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth. And there was one time, right, I'm going to tell you this because it's not funny, but anyway, he used to like to put some money on the old lottery, you know what I mean? Just going to have a sip of my coffee, please. Thank you. Because it's going cold. Anyway, and what did he win? 1,800 quid it was. Right? So what he did was he put it in her, his girlfriend's, the bottom of the washing basket, basket, right? And he thought it'd be safe. Well, you know what she did? To get back at him, she flipping would have spent a lot. I'm not saying that it's funny, but really, you've got to see the funny side of it. Because he thought it'd be safe, put it pounds, shilling, pence, dollars and change at the bottom of the washing basket where you put the washing on top. Right? And she would have spent a lot. Do you know what I mean? I swear to dear God, Jesus Christ, I can see the faces in my head now. Right? Anyway, I never trusted her after that. He never trusted her after that. I mean, he loved her, don't get me wrong. I mean, they had this kind of, how can you explain? Like when somebody has like an on-off kind of relationship, it's like you cannot live with each other, but you cannot live without each other. It was like one of those, do you get what I mean? But he liked to keep his pound, shilling and pence, dollars and Actually, I do believe that he had Jewish in him, Like he was like Jewish, like where I used to work, because like after I did my accounts and did all of what I did, okay, with the stones, everything, because I used to sort everything, all right? And then sometimes he used to come down in the shop and just there we go, and sell some jewellery. And used to have a lot of the Jewish gentlemen, like with the hats and dressed in black and white and that, they used to come in. And yes, used to have a lot of the gypsies come in as well. See what I mean? And, and we're not talking about small time, we're talking about big time. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I used to count money. I used to get paid for just doing that on top of my wage. You know what I mean? And we're talking grands and grands and grands and grands and grands. We sit there counting. See what I mean? Don't get paid for it. So, cash in hand. So, Anyway, why should you declare anything to the tax man? Because it's not going to the right things anyway. I mean, you still got potholes in the flipping road. You got everything else. Looks a blooming mess. I mean, I went and took my beautiful little rubes yesterday around the lake. I'm really worried about doing that. But anyway, I went with another gentleman. Oh, God, loving, beautiful gentleman. I just wanted to meet somebody lovely, But anyway, and we walked around. He said, would you like to come? There we go, so. And he said, would you like to come and walk around the lakes? And I said, all right, because I felt safer. I mean, I'm not saying that I cannot look after myself, so I'm not making out to you all that I'm like Little Miss Innocent, like on my last video. That one where I was talking, I had this top on actually, where I was talking about, I'm not going to make out that I'm innocent because I can look after myself, believe you me. Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, if I need to, I can look after myself. Please believe me on that one. Okay? But it was, you know, but it's just nice that we could just walk around the lake. Just so beautiful, just over the back of me actually. It's just really, really beautiful, and to see the beautiful little swans, all the little birdie. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, the fact of the matter is, what I'm really trying to say to you all, anyway, I've sort of just gone on to one subject, then on to another, then on to another, but anyway. And another thing that I'd like you to do as well, out there, doesn't matter what country you are, where you come from, please, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, because, you know, years ago, I actually did a voluntary job. It was voluntary, actually, in a charity shop, right? Now, I'm not one for, you know what I mean, like, unless it's somebody who I know totally, who I'm really, 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 really close to, right? Because, like I said, I've got a black top that I actually wear quite regularly on my YouTube videos, but it's simply because it fits me beautifully and it's so delicious and wonderful. And her ex-husband, is an ex-professional footballer. Right, so I'm not wearing it because of that reason. I'm just saying it just happens to sit lovely on me. But anyway, but I know that she's spotless. Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, she's spotless, okay? Because I'm very funny like that, right? Has to be clean. Do you know what I mean? But what it is, I was working at this voluntary blooming, only for a short time. And I seen everything that went on. And I thought, do you see? Clock everything. And then the manageress, she happened to be a right cow. I'm sorry, dear God, Jesus Christ, now she wasn't a very nice woman at all. But she said, do you want this pair of brand new shoes? Which they still had the tags on them, you know, that were donated. I thought, no, thank you. Do you know what I mean? Because my clothes are usually new. Apart from, like I said, that, you know, it would take a lot for me to have something on my back. Okay? And I'm not being rude, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I'm not being rude. I'm just saying, right, that I like to have something that's new. Do you get what I mean? That I know that it's my energy, and I know that if I get rid of something, that my energy is going good to somebody else. That's why I will not give it to flipping charity, because I've done that before. £300 and £400 dresses. I swear to dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I've done it. And there we go, thank you, dear Spirit. And guess what? They never even seen the flipping shop floor. Because the ones who work there, right, they decided to take it themselves. You're talking silk, beautiful flipping dresses that they were. Anyway, so this woman said to me, she said, do you want this? I said, no, thank you. She said, well, you can have anything else you want. I said, no, thank you. I said, because others have kindly donated us in any way. I said, I'm not one for second-hand stuff. I said, but thank you, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I said, thank you, but no, thank you. Do you see what I mean? And then, of course, I learned how you do all the, what's it called? It's one of these irons, right? So what you do, you hang the clothes up, and there's bags and bags and bags, yes? And then you hang them up, and then you just go, see, like it's like a kind of like a steam iron, like that they're ready to go on the shop floor. But I learned an awful lot there. And I also learned about ones who worked in charities, manageresses actually. I'm not going to say their names. I was actually rather disgusted, to be quite honest, that, you know, man and woman donated beautiful things like brand new. You're talking, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, flipping brand new, right? Like washing baskets, everything, table and chairs, and guess where it ended up? Free of charge, in their flipping homes, the flipping managers and manageresses' homes. Never even seen the blooming shop floor. So what I'm saying to you is, my little lovelies, I mean, I've gone from one conversation to another. I'm just trying to teach you all. So you know what I do? I'll tell you what I do. You know my dear clothes. I just got rid of, like I said, a load, and now I'm starting again now. But what I'm saying to you is, I make sure that I can give it to my neighbours, to give it to anybody who is my size. And if I cannot do that, and sometimes you have the Romanian or, you know, gypsies who, you know, they drive up the road and they want bric-a-brac and all that, yes. But, you know, sometimes, you know, I'll leave shoes out because I like shoes and stuff. So I'll leave shoes out, you know, because I'm not really good with flipping heels, to be quite honest. I used to be. I mean, I've got some stunning pairs of shoes still in the box. They've never been worn. They're still in the box. But I just cannot wear heels anymore, you know. I'm just, it's not that I'm old. I'm not. Oh, there we go. Dear Spirit. Dear Spirit, stop that now. You've been naughty. Right. It's not that I'm old. It's just for the fact that, well, they're just too, I just like comfort now. You know, when you're young, you know, you like all these, you know what I mean? It's like you have to be, ooh, like this. And I used to love my shoes when I was young. Let me tell you, I had some stunning pairs of shoes. I'm telling you. But now, I'm just sort of, anyway. So I've got to wait to see who will come across. But I'm very particular about who I'll give my shoes to. Do you know what I mean? But I have some beautiful, stunning shoes. I've got canvas. What do they call? What they call canvas pumps and all that I do not wear, right? Like 50 quid a go and all that, right? Anyway, they're still all in the boxes, not even worn. So I want to wait until someone comes along who I feel that is worthy, that I can give them to. I've got at least 4 different pairs of shoes and Converse and all that. Do you see what I mean? So, you know, and they're gold actually, gold sparkly, you know, because I do love my sparkles, right? But the fact of the matter is that I just want to give them to somebody who's going to appreciate them. But the one thing I'm not going to do is give them to the blooming charity shop. So, if, getting back to that, to the matter in hand, if I do not find anybody who is my size, yes, then you know what I'd rather do? Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, please God. And I do it. I put them in bin. Rather than give them to a charity shop, because I know that I did a voluntary job and I know the crack and I know what they do. And they're bloody wicked. Wicked. I mean, years ago, what was it? In Sutton Coldfield, up the road from me, right? You're talking like Pretty Penny, like Sutton Coldfield, Four Oaks. You're talking like, you know, Streatley, like the posh areas. Do you get what I mean? And what it is that, I mean, they were giving Armani suits away. Well, they weren't seeing the flipping shop floor. Because you had the manager, the manageress, and then their family and friends and all that who were flipping having them. I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. As far as I could throw them. And I actually had a flipping ding-dong with a... There we go. There we go. See? Thank you, dear spirit. See? And I actually had a ding-dong, actually, with my... the manageress, you know, of the... what is it? You know, that charity shop that I did a little bit of voluntary work for. You know, I mean, she had her own issues at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? But I put her in a place. We never spoke again, but I put her in a place. Big time. And she knew not to cross me. Because I do not like things like that. Do you know what I mean? You know, when somebody gives something in good faith and somebody else takes the pee, I do not like that. Do you see what I mean? Somebody's giving it with a good heart and somebody else takes the pee. Huh. Well, I put her in her place very nicely. And she knew. And I'm the loveliest woman going. I swear to dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Anyway, I do not have to prove myself to you or anyone else. My beautiful dear daughters, God bless them. And my ex-partner, the girl's dad. Okay? They're all so beautiful. And my beautiful dear and delicious friend, you know, they're all just so beautiful, all of them. I do not have to prove myself to anybody because they all know me. The fact of the matter is they know how I stay. And they also know that I don't put up with shite, and that's not swearing. Do you see what I mean? So I'm trying to give you all pointers. So if you do have clothes, no matter where you are in the world, my beautiful little lovelies, no matter where you are in the world, please, 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 and thank you, do yourself one favour. Do not give them to the charity shop. I do not trust them as far as I can throw them. And anyway, changing the subject, even the bin men, they're coming tomorrow. And I give them like little wafer biscuits and I'll give them cakes each week. Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I do. Because they do a hard job. I mean, they're out from 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, taking all our rubbish away. And nobody seems to bat an eyelid. Just, oh, they're the bin men. Oh. Do you know what I mean? There's no respect. There should be respect with everybody, no matter what your job occupation is. Doesn't matter if you sweep the street, you're still important. But nobody seems to care because it's all about, oh, what you do, status. Well, it shouldn't be about that. It should be about that's man or woman. Not about what you have. Sod that. Because that's not what life is about. I know many hard workers. They work blooming damn hard. God bless their dear souls. They do. They've got little families. God love them. God bless their beautiful dear souls. And they work so hard and they're so tired. And this is man and woman. You know, they're so tired just to be with their family. So sad, you know. I just wish to dear God. Anyway, we've got this awakening now. There we go. Thank you, dear Spirit. We've got this awakening now. Some more are going to wake up. Get rid of the, up there, the flipping putrid, blooming, horrible creatures they are. And the flipping puppets in the flipping government who are working for them. Right? And get rid of them all. Well, they're sitting there, stuffing their faces, having full and plenty from the tax, from everything, everybody's wages. That's what they're living off, the pieces of shite. And I'm not swearing, I'm just saying. Disgusts me. Really, really does, actually. Right? And I'm just having my say. And if anybody out there does not like it, well, you know what? Jog on. That's a good British saying, that is. Jog on. Just get off my channel, because I do not want you, and I do not want your negative energy. Because at the end of the day, I speak the truth, and God loves the truth. You see what I mean? And if somebody doesn't like it, well, I'm very sorry that you do not like it, but that's the way I am. And if you do not like it, well, what can I say? I'm not going to get upset anyway. And my eldest daughter, oh, God bless her. Oh, she's so beautiful, my beautiful little Mika, you know. And she sent me a message, you know, the other day. She's at university. And she said, Mum, she said, I love all your videos. She said, they're so lovely. Do you say? So why should I worry about somebody who doesn't like them? I ain't worried. I worry about my beautiful, dear, beautiful little daughters. And I worry about my beautiful, dear little friends. And I worry about my beautiful, dear little subscribers. Do you see what I mean? That's my concern. And if somebody happens to stumble across and you happen to see my channel, you happen to like it, well then you are a concern to me as well if you happen to enjoy it. But what I'm saying to you is I ain't going to worry about nobody else. Because I know who cares about me. And that's what it comes down to. So I ain't worried. Do you know what I mean? My beautiful, beautiful, dear and delicious and wonderful. And she is gorgeous. I'm telling you, she's flipping stunning. Absolutely flipping stunning. Banging, banging, banging my daughter is. And I'm not just saying it because she's my daughter. I'm telling you for a fact. If she was here now, I'm telling you now, you'd see what stunning is. She's like proper, yeah. She's like proper, there we go, thank you dear Spirit. She's proper, she's just got that kind of face where, stunning. Do you see? I'm not just saying she's my daughter that I give birth to anyway. I mean, with both my daughters, 22 hours of labour with Mika. And my youngest daughter, well, that was, what? Yeah, there's a van going past now. Who's that? Don't know. Anyway, right. Sorry about that, sweet. I'm just... Anyway, it's gone now. Sorry, do forgive me. My youngest daughter had 3 weeks of flipping slow labour. That's flipping hard in itself. Anyway, and I was very badly treated on my flipping last pregnancy I was. I'm telling you that now. And these are the doctors and the nurses and the... Oh, yes, right, okay. Yeah. Right? Yes. How I got treated. My ex-partner, I couldn't even get into bed. I was in such... He had to lift me up. Couldn't even get into a bed. He had to pick me up and lift me up. And it's not like me because I'm a strong woman. Believe me when I say that. There we go. But I couldn't even flipping get up after what they did to me. Wicked. And there was no need for them to do it. But that's what they did. So I'm not very happy about anything. I do not trust doctors. I do not trust nurses. I do not trust any of them. They spent years killing. Oh, and it was made legal. And then if you look on the TV, right, which I haven't looked at the TV for years, I'm just making a point now, right? And you know these higher up, these scum, because that's what they are, the scum, they're no flipping... In fact, we're far 100 times better than what they'll ever be, right? And let me tell you, you know what they put, you know, for the C, the big C, I don't know what to say. Anyway, dear God, Jesus Christ. Cancer, right? And I hate to say it. I said it in another video. I prefer to say the big C, right? And they actually put it for everyone to see how brain dead are man and woman. They put CRUK.org. Well, hello. If that is not in your flipping boat race, then what is? Please and thank you. My coffee's going cold. What I'm doing is I'm just pointing things out. They're letting you know in your face, in your boat race. There we go, thank you, dear Spirit. You know, when are individuals going to wake up? Hello, Ooga. Anyway, that's what I have to say. So I seem to have covered a number of things, but I'm hoping that somewhere that instead of in man and woman going out and blooming spending nearly a ton, which is feeding these flipping putrid up there, right? Because they're going through all the puppets. It's like a load of steps, right? And instead of doing that, go on DuckDuckGo, type in your blood group, your origin, and then you're soon going to find out where you come from. And then if you got a printer, print it out. Common sense. Hello. Do you see what I mean? I'm not being rude. I'm not being disrespectful. So I do apologise, but I'm just saying. You know, if you feel offended, well, I'm very sorry. Well, it may be at the end of the day, maybe you've got a flipping complex and not me. Because I ain't got no complex, let me tell you. I'm just trying to teach and stop giving everything to blooming these charities, because you cannot, like I said, I give £300 and £400 dresses. I swear to dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth, you know, silk and everything, beautiful, absolutely flipping beautiful. Never seen the flipping shop floor, they never. Because you got the flipping manageress there, Hubbard, right? Flipping having what she wants and the staff. Well, that's not what man and woman do when they're donating with the kindness of their hearts. I've seen it so many times, it bloody disgusts me. Look, see, my lights have gone off now. Look, see, because you know what? Because I was bloody on one. It's gone off again. See, there we go. Right. Anyway. Sorry, little lights. Sorry to you all, my beautifuls. I'm just saying, just please spare a thought. You know, when you want to get rid of something, go to everybody who you know first. Offer them, just give it to them. Do you see what I mean? And if you do not have it, you know, and if some of you have sewing machines, you know, make something out of it. And for others of you, sorry, rewind. For others of you, if you do not have that, put them in the bin. Don't give it to them, because you know what? Because it's not going for a good cause. Just like charity, it's not. I mean, there we go. Thank you, dear Spirit, right? Because here's the thing. Like, years ago, and I was trying to tell individuals about the sea, and nobody would listen to me. So, you wicked, you're right. I said, right, am I? I said, no, I'm not. And I used to walk straight past them, because what it is, what they do, they make you feel all guilty, don't they? And, you know, like for you to, you must get, no, because I already knew years back what they were doing. And the doctors and nurses have been legally, this is, well, supposed to be legal, which is bloody illegal, right? Killing man and woman for years. That's why, you know, when they come out like banging the saucepans, putting the rainbows, bang, 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 bang. Well, I never. I was painting my back fence in sea green, like a beautiful, lovely light green. right? And I was doing that. There we go, so. I wasn't out there flipping banging my saucepans, because I'm not going to bang my saucepans for scum, because that's what they are. It's what they are. And when everybody understands this, hello, noddle, we're all on the same song sheet. And it's such a shame, but for the nurses who have come out to this now, for the nurses who have come out, right, they cottoned on to it when they thought that they were helping, when what they were doing, they were killing. The same as these doctors, these consultants. I mean, these consultants that get paid what? How much a pence? What do they give? I don't know. What is it? I'll just 100 grand or whatever it is a year to kill. Nurses, what? I don't know. What, 30 grand a year to kill? Disgusts me. I've got no respect. I mean, I love my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dear friend of 29 years. She's my beautiful and delicious little friend of 29 years. Yes, I do, and I love her with all my heart. But I knew her from when I was 18. And that's the difference. And she was an accountant. She was everything. I mean, she's got 2 brothers who are multimillionaires. And they've worked hard, broad Irish gentlemen. They've worked, there we go, thank you, dear spirit. They've worked flipping hard for every penny. Nobody give them nothing. Do you see what I mean? But anybody else who's nursing now, I don't respect them at all. Because I know what they are. And I've had my disagreements with doctors and nurses as well. And I put them in their place as well. And when they're walking around flipping, not flipping Mr. Blobby, right? And they're walking around and they're preaching to us and they're preaching to everybody else. And then they go home and they feed the fat face. I'm sorry, I'm not insulting everybody who's overweight. I'm just saying. And then they go home and then they're flipping, go and buy half the shop with flipping sweets and biscuits and everything. And then they have the audacity to preach to us. F off nicely. Get on your bike and pedal fast. I've had my flipping run-ins with them. And actually, a couple of months ago, I went with my dear friend, my beautiful dear little friend. She asked me to go to doctors with her. She did. I'm not going to keep you long, but I'm just going to tell you something now. I should have said it on the previous video. She said, will you come to the doctors with me? I said, yes, I will. Anyway, got to the reception. Said, oh, are you going to wear a mask? I said, no, thank you. I said, I'm exempt. They said, oh, you're going to wear like a visor, you know, which you wear like in jewellery. I said, no, thank you. I said, like I just said, I'm exempt. And the joke of it all is you got one who's wearing the mask and you got the other ones who are not wearing. So where's the common sense in that? That's for a start. So anyway, went into the room very quickly because we're on now 53 minutes, right? There we go. Thank you, dear spirit. And what happened was you got 2 there. You got a female doctor wearing a mask, yes. Got as much common sense as a flipping cucumber. I mean, I love my cucumbers, actually. I shouldn't say that about my beautiful little cucumbers. Anyway. She's got as much flipping common sense as an ashtray and a flipping motorbike, which is none at all, right? And then you got the other one who's talking about diabetes. And she's got a tummy hanging over a blooming... Well, it's... Dear God, Jesus. I'm not criticising, I'm just saying it's disgusting to see. And then she's preaching to my friend, my dear friend. And my dear friend wouldn't look at me. She said, you know what? She said, because I tell you what, she said, I'll be bedding. Look at it. So I pulled this one with the diabetes and I pulled her up on it. You know, I just sat there listening and I thought, carry on like a good one, because I'm going to pull you up now. And I did. And I said, what are you talking about spuds for? What are you talking about potatoes for? I said, we've been having potatoes for decades and decades and decades, and you're telling my dear friend not to have none. I said, you're asking her to have like a cup full of grapes. When you seen the size of her, little flipping effalump she was. Little Oompa Loompa. You know, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, you know, the original film, not with Johnny Depp. There we go. The other one, Oompa Loompa Dippity-doo. Well, she looked like that anyway. They were better looking than her. And I'm not being nasty, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The fact of the matter is, do not flipping start. So I pulled them up and I said to them both, the doctor and this guy, you know, and she made a point. She wouldn't look me in the face. She would not look me in the face, you know, that woman. And I said, well, have you been on DuckDuckGo? I said, have you learnt anything? A few days later, guess what they did? Anyway, both of them said no. A few days later, they contacted my dear friend. Do you know what they said to her? They said, oh, they says, you know, your friend is not, you know, she's not giving you the good advice. Right, okay. I've given my dear friend, God love her, the best advice she could ever flipping have to save her blooming life. Is what I've done. Look at insulin. Look at insulin, DuckDuckGo, type in the ingredients, then find out for yourself what's in it. And I've been trying to tell everybody. And my other dear friend, God love her, right? She had blood clots. God bless her, beautiful, beautiful dear soul. Guess what? There we go. Doctor, right, prescribed it. I said, please message me. This month's ago. I said, please message me. I said, what the tablets are called. Looked it up, didn't I? Did the ingredients. Guess what? One of the side effects is blood clots. So why prescribe tablets that are going to give you blood clots if you already got blooming blood clots? Hello? Anyway, I'm not going to say anything more now because I've got to go. We're on 57 minutes. I kept saying I'm not going to go over my 59 minutes, what I've done before anyway. Lots of love, sweet. Now I've got to charge my phone up back right now because I'm supposed to be doing my readings anyway. I've got to charge them up now before I do all my readings anyway. I'm wide awake. Anyway, I'm so sorry, my beautiful little babies. I'm just trying to educate you. And I'm so passionate about it that sometimes I get a little bit irate, but I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to you all because I love you so very, very, very much. Okay? But I'm not sorry for what I'm saying. Because somebody needs to say it. And that's what I'm doing. And anyway, I mean, I know that there's others, but God love them. You know, they're getting loads of grief anyway. But listen, lots of love to you all, my beautiful little angels, because now I've got to wait for my phone to charge up before I can even do any readings now, because they're meant to go out this morning, because it's the early hours of the morning now in the UK. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm not saying it to hurt you all, because I love you all. I just get so annoyed sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I know what they're doing. Anyway, lots of love, my beautiful babes. Until I do my readings, God bless. Lots of love. Goodbye, sweet.